Honeywell Cinema Club, Episode 5, Take 1.
Hi guys, welcome back to Honeywell Cinema Club. I'm Brynna.
I'm Emma.
And today we're kind of having a more chill, laid back, off the cuff, off the dome episode. There's just a lot happening in the filmmaking world right now, Hollywood industry, our lives, making our films. So we're just gonna kind of hang out, get to know each other.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Oh my god.
We have a lot coming up in the new year. We have a lot of things we're going to end up talking about, but we just wanted to do like a little sit down, a little check-in, talk about some of our favorite films for the year as we go into award show season.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
I don't even know if I'm going to remember anything I watched.
No, I need to like go back through my letterboxd and look at my reviews and things for the year. Someone was asking me if I'd watched all of the like nominated stuff for the year. Sometimes I'm really good about that, and sometimes I can like really watch things because I want to know, like, as a filmmaker, what's going on in the films that get a lot of award recognition and what makes that like a good film. But this year I haven't really seen a ton, but I want to try to catch up like before the Oscars.
True. I've seen a lot of edits on TikTok. Could I say I've sat and watched them? No, but I really love a lot of the films because I know what's happening, but I have not truthfully sat down and watched. And that's just a thing when you're a filmmaker. You kind of lose a lot of time for film watching.
Yeah.
Any art when you're making it just takes that time, eats into that time of actually consuming the art.
Yeah, which has been, we talked about this. One of the goals I didn't say on our New Year's podcast episode was I really want to watch more movies this year. I'm a big like TV show person, and especially like comfort show. I'll rewatch the same series like over and over again. But I really want to like watch more movies and not be on my phone when I watch them. Like I want to sit down and lock in.
Yep.
And I started doing that this year. Like I think January 2nd, I watched Priscilla for the first time.
Oh my god, yeah, you did.
Yes.
I love Priscilla. I did watch. That's not
loved
this
it.
year, but we
No,
did
but
watch
yes.
it. We're catching up.
Yes, we're catching up. And I absolutely adore Sofia Coppola. My senior year of high school, I took my first film studies class, and we had to pick a director from a list and do like a 15-page paper on them. And I chose Sofia Coppola because we had watched The Godfather, obviously, in your film studies class. And so I obviously knew like her family and her background, but I had never watched any of her stuff. And I remember watching Lost in Translation and Marie Antoinette and The Bling Ring. And I was like, whoa. I was like, this girl is
She's on to something.
She's good. She's got such an interesting style to all of her films.
Yes. A very distinct voice and style.
Yes.
Really comes across.
But I really feel like Priscilla's like maybe one of the best things that she's done.
I loved Priscilla.
And
there are some Priscilla haters out there.
There are. And to be honest, it was a big reason why I didn't watch it for a while, because I was scared, because like I really love Elvis and I love Priscilla Presley, and I just love like learning about that whole family and family dynamic. Everybody knows I love Daisy Jones and the Six.
Yes.
And so I love Riley Keough so much. And so after hearing things about it, I was like, oh, I don't want this to be like something that's going to ruin it for me. But then I watched it and I was like, this is really good. And I feel like it doesn't like hurt the characters of those musicians and those people, but it just like helps you understand their dynamic a little more.
Absolutely. I thought it was really well done. And I watched it with my boyfriend's family. And it was like his mom and his grandpa. And like specifically his mom and his grandpa are like ride or die Elvis people. And the whole time, like when they would pause and have like bathroom breaks because they all have to pee like 3 times a movie, and I don't have to do that, and it makes me want to die when I watch movies with them, they would say, oh, like Elvis was never a bad guy, or he never did drugs, or he never did drinking, but they weren't they liked it though. They're like, they like, that's probably real, that's probably true.
Well, yeah.
It's well done. And if they could see that, I was surprised and happy for that because I thought they were gonna be a little crazy about it, but no, they all really, really enjoyed it. I also want to go to Graceland.
I want to Honeywell field trip.
Graceland. I want to go.
I want to go really bad, and I also love. I need to look at who the DP is on that because I feel like Sofia Coppola always has great DPs
every time.
Because the cinematography in Priscilla was gorgeous, like it's so good.
Also. Oh my gosh, the pronunciation of this I get really bad. Kylie Spaney, right?
Kaylee, yeah.
I freaking love her, even though I don't know how to pronounce her name super well. I love her. The first thing I saw was Alien Romulus. You don't like horror, right? Like kind of like scary, spooky stuff like that.
I don't like demon horror. Like I can't watch like The Conjuring and that kind of thing.
I understand that.
Like alien, like sci-fi stuff I can handle.
Dude. Alien Romulus is a great film. So good. Also, that was the first 4DX movie I saw.
Oh.
And so like you're in the seats and you're moving, and then like, you know, every alien movie has the chest burster scene, and so when it happens, the back of the seat punches you. I swear to God, punches you in the back, and it's
that's the part of 4DX that I'm never prepared for.
It's
like
so
I know
good.
it's gonna happen, but I'm always like, the wind is getting knocked out of me while I'm trying to watch a movie.
It was so good, but her and that fell in love. And then I watched all of the Civil War on the plane, but not on my screen. I watched it on someone else's screen, silent, but I knew, like, I just read the subtitles, and like, you know when you sneak a look at everyone else's screen, and I was just obsessed, but just watching it on like this tiny screen. But she was also really good in that. And then Priscilla, her range, and I feel like she's so like young and newer to the industry, and she's had great like choices of roles already.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, she is so tiny and short, and like seeing her next to Jacob Elordi as Elvis, insane.
Oh my gosh, and it was so accurate for like Elvis and
she was
Priscilla.
So small.
Yeah,
I'm dead. I love her.
I loved like because they show so much of their relationship over time in that movie. She looked so young in the beginning,
really did.
And they did a really good job at like changing her makeup and changing her hair to like really reflect like her growing up and her maturity changing.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, I now feel like Kaylee actually looks like her real age. But in the beginning, she looks like she's 13, 14 years old.
Yeah. That's just a great film.
Yeah.
I have the A24 screenplay book with all like the extra stuff if you want to look through it. It's really, really good. I love
looking through that.
I have 3 now, so.
And then I watched Good Will Hunting for the first time.
Still haven't seen that, but I always confuse it with Dead Poet Society. These are not the same film.
Both have Robin
Williams. Confused. Exactly, and that's what always confuses me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I feel like they have the same, and I really hope we don't get haters for this, but I feel like they have the same tone. Like,
I think so. They must have, because I
visually
really
they look
swap them
too.
every single time.
Yeah.
They
so
must.
That's valid.
They must. Love Dead Poets though. Oh my gosh.
Loved it.
But no, need to watch Goodwill.
It was great, and I feel like we'll have like a different podcast episode whenever you watch it where we can like really dissect it.
Oh, yeah.
But there's so much technically in that movie that I'm so curious as a newer filmmaker at how like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck did that movie.
Yes, we were talking about this. I think we need to watch a documentary or read a book. Like, how did that happen?
We need to research.
Like, that was a gold mine. How did they come across
the amount of actors that are in there that all become future Oscar nominated actors or award-winning actors, and then there's actors who are already established, like Robin Williams. How did they get him? How did they get Robin Williams in that? That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like, I know for Whiplash, even when they were doing the proof of concept short film that went through the film festival circuit, I'm pretty sure it was like a crazy number, like 90% of their budget went to getting J.K. Simmons.
Yes.
Like, all of it went to him, basically, which, I mean, it worked out for the best, but that is crazy. You kind of have to like plan around it and have all of your proposal money going towards that. I think
it's insane, and their sets were insane too.
Is it on a college campus?
Some of it's set on a college campus, but then they have like scenes where they're doing construction work, and so they're at this big construction site, and it's like a lot of real places. It's not like they're doing a bunch of CGI and stuff, but just from us knowing how hard it is to get certain locations, I'm like, how did you even get, I feel like it's also a sign of the times too. I feel like it's harder to film places now than it used to be. But
I feel like you just pull up.
yeah.
And now, probably not so much. We need to go into that though. I think we need to look into that.
We need to research. Definitely.
Much research.
Yeah, so more watching movies this year. I want to log more movies on my letterbox. I don't want to look at my last year and be like, oh, I watched 6 movies in the past year. Dude, that's terrible.
Haven't logged onto Letterboxd in probably 4 years.
I struggle with Letterboxd a little bit because I'm not one of those people who can be really funny on Letterboxd. And there's so much pressure.
And that's sometimes. Okay. No, it's supposed to, I understand, but like.
And sometimes I do want to write like, here's all my in-depth thoughts, but I feel like people get a little weird about that on Letterboxd. They're like, why are we doing
it can be whatever you want, girl.
Let me do my thing.
Yeah, the only film analysis class I took, because I wasn't a film major, but so if you're a non-major, it's like an elective you could take just about film. All the assignments, all of the like film reviews we did were on Letterboxd. Like the first assignment was making a Letterboxd account, and then all of the essays and stuff were on Letterboxd, and then you'd have to go and reply to people in the classes Letterboxd.
That's interesting.
It was so cool and I loved it, and then I just fell off because I think I made it an assignment. So in my head I was like, you don't want to do that once you love the class.
Well, and it's also a little weird sometimes. Like we did that for a class in college, but we made like Twitter accounts and had to follow each other.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, I really don't want these people knowing my thoughts and opinions on like my movies and things like that. Exactly. And not that anyone cares and is looking at each other's stuff, but I'm like, I really just want my like friends to see my Letterboxd stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I maybe need to go back into that. I also want to do sometimes I think I do like Goodreads or a Goodreads adjacent.
Okay, I tried to do Goodreads, and no hate to Goodreads, I feel like Goodreads needs a layout update.
That's why there's like adjacent ones that are kind of
so I need to research
right now
some other stuff, because I feel like the logging thing helps me do the thing I want to do.
Yeah,
like logging movies I feel like helps me get more motivated to watch movies and to pay attention so I can write a review.
Yeah.
And same for books. I feel like writing reviews for that helps me actually sit down and read it.
100%. And it's crazy because I know I've read actually a decent amount of books this year.
You have.
Off the top of my head, couldn't tell you a single one. Couldn't tell you a number either. Not an estimate in my mind. Not an idea.
That's funny.
So I think logging is important for someone who doesn't have that brain capacity to remember things. And
I also I'm getting back into journaling this year too.
Oh yeah, you just restarted that.
Yes, because I'm restarting The Artist's Way.
Dude, you were killing that. You filled like an entire journal, didn't you?
Well, that journal was already like halfway filled, but I was journaling 3 pages every single day.
I have not seen a single person commit to the journaling as much as you did.
It was hard. And I wasn't doing like The Artist's Way, you're supposed to do it in the morning, but I knew myself and I knew I wasn't always going to have time in the morning to do that. And so I made it like you have to do it before you go to bed.
Yeah, instead of morning pages, it was just daily pages. Which I really liked that restructuring and reframing, because I'm not doing that in the morning.
It helped, but then towards the end, it was kind of hard for me to like, I was like, oh shoot, it's 10 o'clock and I haven't done my pages. And then I'm sitting there writing and I'm like, I have nothing to write about. But my plan is to document my Artist's Way journey this year.
Have you been?
I haven't started it yet because we have a lot going on in the beginning of the year. So I'm planning on starting next week and gonna start filming that. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to like post it like daily, because I feel like if I know that I'm not gonna post it, or at least weekly, be like, here was my week with Artist's Way.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna be like, oh well, nobody knows I'm doing this, so I can skip a day or something.
Yeah, that accountability is nice. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
just to have something accountability.
And the Artist's Way is tricky, and it's funny because the beginning of the book is like, it's gonna take you a couple tries to do this. You're gonna stop. You're gonna take a break. You're gonna restart. You're not even gonna realize that you stopped, and then you're gonna go, why did I stop doing that? Yep. And it's so true. Like, I blinked and I was like, I haven't done any Artist's Way stuff in like a month. What happened? And it's because your subconscious is like, no, I know it's going to happen when I get to the end of this book. Like, I'm going to have changed, and that's scary and stressful. So your brain is like, just forget about it.
Just put on
Just
the
put it
back burner.
down.
Forget about it, babe.
You're busy.
Always.
So I'm really going to try to push, since I'm not really super busy right now, and do it because I want to, like, I don't know. I feel like having some type of structure, especially as a creative person, helps, because as a creative, I feel like you can get overwhelmed with the amount of things that you have the ability and option to do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I love that. No, you need to post about that. I think that's the best medicine for you. That is helpful.
Okay, so I want to also bring up, we both saw this on social media a couple days ago, but the Marty Supreme blimp was in Tennessee.
Bro, it was right here. I'm so sad.
It was in Smyrna, and I hope I said that right. But I was like, why over there? Why not like near downtown Nashville?
That is so interesting.
I wonder
Just
if it
their
did a flyover, but no one even like
there's
saw.
no. I mean, their campaign, insane,
And that's something we should discuss. Yes, everybody knows that movie theaters are struggling right now.
Oh yeah,
and that people feel more comfortable like watching movies at home and not going to the theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, because like movie tickets are expensive and concessions are expensive, but they've gotten expensive because nobody's going, so they have to up prices. So there's this catch-22 happening. But the movie theater is so special and such a special experience. I mean, it's like going to concerts. Like, you don't get that kind of community and that shared experience anywhere else. And there are movies that, like, I will never forget going and seeing in the theaters for the first time.
Infinity War Endgame. No Way Home.
And like, I saw Elvis in theaters for the first time. Like, those memories and those experiences can't be matched at home. Mm-mm. And they can't be matched watching on a laptop or watching on a phone. The movie's still going to be good, but you're not going to get that same, like, walking out of the theater euphoria.
Oh my God, there's nothing better.
There's nothing better than that. And I think it's really hard for movies to get people to go do it right now. So everyone's coming up with these fun ways to, like, market their film, especially with social media. Like, I feel like all movies used to have to do was have some type of trailer, and it would show like on TV in between your favorite TV show or something, and you go, oh my gosh, I want to go see that. I'm going to go see it. And that was kind of it. Mm-hmm. And now it's like you have to go above and beyond. You have to have a giant marketing budget and like really plan if you want people to go see your film. You have to give them a reason to get out of the house. And I feel like the best examples of that have been like Marty Supreme or been Barbie. Like,
oh my gosh, Barbenheimer. Oh
Barbenheimer.
My gosh, what a time.
You have to make it like a cultural.
Yes, a cultural moment.
Yes.
If you miss out on this, the FOMO will be real.
Yes.
I'm feeling FOMO because I haven't seen Marty Supreme yet.
I know. Me
like,
too.
Bad.
And I feel like we were talking about this the other day too, like the new Percy Jackson series. They have really great marketing.
Their billboard was
really
cool.
Their billboard was insane, and it like actually overflowed water, like real water.
I saw that video and I thought it was fake at first. I was like, no, that is real actually.
I love that series. I feel like they're doing a great job with that. I know it's not like word for word from the books, but the books were also written in like the early 2000s.
So long ago.
Yeah, and so you have to kind of like revamp it for new audiences, but also like Rick Riordan is on the set.
Uncle Rick.
And he's had those books for forever. So give him some grace if he's like, I want to change this bit. Like,
yeah.
He's probably been thinking like for the past 20 years, oh gosh, I wish I made that different. And now he has the opportunity to change that.
That is really nice. That is really nice. I love that. I still haven't watched it, but
it's so good.
I saw an edit last night of Percy saying, don't touch her.
Guys,
don't touch her in season 2.
This series does not.
Yeah.
This series like keeps forgetting that Percabeth is supposed to be a slow burn.
That's what I was like, but I'm loving it, but I'm also like, well, what?
No, because in this season we're on Sea of Monsters, and Percy Jackson, who's played by Walker Scobell, was like, they were at Cersei's island, and he was like, you don't understand. If I had to make the choice between saving Olympus or saving you, I'd burn it all down.
He says
that in season 2.
Wait, what? That's crazy.
And he doesn't. Someone made a good point of like, he doesn't say, "Oh yeah, I'd let Olympus fall." Like,
no,
I wouldn't help.
It.
He's like, I would burn it down.
That's
I'm like,
right
Percy,
there.
are you aware that this is season 2?
That's
are you
crazy.
aware that you guys have known each other for like a year and a half?
Wait, that's so crazy.
So, and these kids are amazing actors.
Yeah.
Like, so good. And so I'm like, I really hope they make it all the way, like, through all 5 books.
Imagine we get that. That would be
my
crazy.
gosh. Like, I would, like, I know how people feel about the movies and stuff, but it's like we've had those first 2 movies.
We've had an opportunity.
And so I'm really excited because they're filming season 3 right now. And so it'll be the first time we actually see that on screen.
I would die.
I'm so excited. And I wasn't somebody who, like, I was not a diehard fan when I was a kid.
That's crazy because I was.
Like, I had read the first 2 books. Something happened. I think Hunger Games probably came out, and I was, like, more focused on that.
Okay, fair.
Right. And then I also had a lot of friends who were, like, obsessed with it. And this was just a me thing. Like, if everybody was obsessed with it and telling me to watch something or telling me to read something. I'm not like
the other girls.
It was more like, you've annoyed my interest to go away.
Yeah.
You know? And so then when this series dropped, I was like, you know what? I just, like, haven't ever finished that series. And so I read all the books and I was like, I'm so stupid.
That is crazy.
The same thing happened with Harry Potter and me. Like, I didn't watch any Harry Potter movies until I was a junior in high school.
Good heavens.
I know. And I still haven't read the books.
I only read the first 3.
Okay.
I think that's okay.
But I didn't watch any of the movies till high school, and I literally rented the first one from the library and watched it, and then the next day went back and rented the rest of the movies and watched them all that weekend. And I was like, okay, so I have been missing out.
Those movies are incredible, and they're making a series. Did you know this?
They are making a series, and I don't know how I feel about it because I actually really think those movies are
it's not even good. 10 years removed from the last one. I don't think.
I think it's a little soon.
They all hold up, by the way.
Oh yeah,
they all hold up. And I do understand, wanting to bring, the magic, the characters, the story to a new generation, but also
but they're still here.
They're still there. Like,
Warner Bros.
They're still there.
Warner Bros.
I don't know. I think
we love you.
It's crazy, but maybe it'll come out and I'll be convinced.
Oh yeah, I
but
think as long as the writing
is
good.
To me. It's crazy to me. Like, it's not like Percy Jackson where it failed and we only got 2 things.
Yeah.
No, like, you have everything, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pretty much. Like, come on. Everyone wanted, like, a Marauders series. Like, a prequel series about the, like, Harry's parents and, like, the original people.
That would have been good.
Like, the fanfics on that go crazy, and that's what the people want.
I want to pitch this, and I may cut this out because I don't want anyone to steal it.
What?
And I'm sure I'm not the only person who's ever thought this before, but I really want there to be a prequel for Percy Jackson where his mom meets Poseidon.
Oh,
I think that would be so good. Like Sally and Poseidon, and like
that
knowing
cute,
their
like,
journey.
novella, like the little like insert book.
Yeah, because they're not like, they're not allowed to be together. So there's that whole trope of like, we can't, but we want to.
We can't,
like,
but we want to. Yes.
I feel like that would be so good. And then it's like you end that, whether it's a movie or a series, like you end it with Percy being born or whatever.
That is sweet.
Right?
I like that. Oh,
That'd be so cute.
I love that. I was telling, speaking of like Harry Potter and fan fiction, I was telling Emma about Manacled and Alchemized, that big book in Target we saw.
Oh,
and I told you it was the Handmaid's Tale Dramione fanfic.
Yes.
How did you feel learning about this? I feel like that's a pretty crazy thing to just like find out about.
I have heard a lot of crazy fan fiction ideas, things. That was a pretty crazy one to me.
It's very
because
popular.
Handmaid's Tale,
it's very
I can't handle.
Just gonna protect myself and be like, it's okay.
Like,
girl.
I remember watching the first episode and I was like, this is not for me.
I was like, it's incredible, very well done. I'm just gonna have to say
incredible
no right now.
I can't handle it.
Not for me right now.
I would sob every single episode.
Yeah, we're okay.
And I fear I could not read a book like that, even if it was like he's taking care of her. What I don't know what the premise is, but I could not physically live in that world.
No,
mentally.
It's too damaging. Like, when I was a teenager in like middle school, that was probably target audience meat right now, I gotta protect my inner peace at some point.
Protect my inner peace.
Gotta, because it's just bad. But it's well loved, and it's just so much content. Like, that book is huge, and it's not like the font isn't enlarged. It's just so many words. It is so much.
It is so interesting though, like how many books, TV shows, movies come from fan fiction.
It's becoming a
and
thing. It's
other
been a
things.
thing.
Yeah.
It's been a thing, and it's becoming even more prevalent. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, let's talk about like Twilight is originally what?
So Twilight, okay.
There's a whole Twilight goes far, because Twilight is like a long
Twilight
butterfly domino effect book.
Wasn't it like Gerard Way?
Oh no, isn't
And
it's 50 Shades of Grey.
It's 50 Shades of
Twilight fanfic.
50 Shades of Grey is a Twilight fanfic, but Twilight is connected to Gerard Way, and Gerard Way is connected to 9/11.
Yes.
It's some convoluted thing. I know it goes back to 9/11.
Yes.
No, but so much fanfic is being turned into books and then films and series, and I'm for it, but also it is like
it's an interesting thing
because
I want new ideas and I want like fresh things, but also everybody gets attached to stories, and then it just works when you have it continue in some other way.
Yeah, I'm trying to also imagine myself if I was like an author and someone wrote fanfic about maybe a character of mine, and then that became more big, famous, whatever, ludicrous, no, more money making than my thing. I might be a little upset, but also I love just like collaboration, and that's not collaboration because you're not agreeing to it, but personally I probably would be like, yes, queen, go off. But I also definitely see where that can get a little messy in the weeds, because it is based off of something you did, and I guess it matters how close it is, how much it takes from it.
Well, and the thing is too, like, the reason why these types of projects keep getting like greenlit for movies is because they already have built-in audiences. Like, these, if people are like, oh, why are they making a fan fiction into a movie, blah blah blah, if you're asking that question, you don't realize how popular these things are. But it'll have like 30 million reads, and so then a studio will say, hey, there's your audience.
Yeah, you're gonna make money from that, by the way.
Exactly. And so it's just, which is why those books end up getting sold in actual bookstores, and like these people get to be actual, like, it's not that you're not an author to begin with, but it's like, it's the dream, but also I get being somebody who didn't start in that and then being possibly a little upset by it.
I feel like it's almost another iteration of a modern chicken or the egg, because say you have this awesome fan fiction where it's based off of two characters, and it's standalone, it's not even in the same universe, like say it's like a superhero like movie, but they're literally just normal people, but it's the characters, and it's like a completely different plot and everything. Even if it's that good and it is its own standalone thing, would it have been that successful if it wasn't those characters? Because just having that name attached to it, you're already like having eyes on it and people wanting that. So if that was like if the fan fiction and the original idea and the names were switched right next to each other on the bookshelf, would people even go to it?
That's the thing. It's what gets you in the door. Because I can think of some where I'm like, if the names were changed, this would still be an incredible book, but I wouldn't have read it.
Exactly. So it is kind of like, dang, that is like kind of like the big point.
Yeah. Okay, so to pivot a little bit, one of the things we've been working on really hard to try to do in this next year is to put out more long form content to go along with our short form content. And we've been seeing, we have grown so much in the past 6 months.
It's crazy.
Our TikTok has been doing really well.
We're almost at 10,000
followers. And it's so funny because I feel like when you go back and look at our New Year's episode, that was a goal for the year.
I know.
And I feel like we're going to reach that in the next month.
I agree.
And we've been really seeing a lot of people. The 2 videos that really took off were a video that we did of our friend Kara, who was in my film Clover. It was her first time acting. And so we posted a little video that Brynna made that was basically like when your film company hires first time actors. And that blew up. It just hit 200,000 views.
200,000? Like, that's actually so many.
That's insane.
But it's full of, all of the comments are people being like, I need this. How do I do this? How can I start? What do I do?
Yes.
How do I act? I want to act. How do I do that?
And it's 2 people who like have been in
those people, literally those commenters,
have been those commenters, have like been the same person, like sit on your bed and be like, I really want to do this and I know that I can, but I don't know where to start. We want to help people learn and understand and really start to try to go after it in 2026. And so we've already filmed a YouTube video that's it's really more of like an overall breakdown of how to start acting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like an in-depth detail breakdown, but we want to kind of split that up into different videos later.
It's the general overview and timeline that shows the entire zoomed out scope of that roadmap.
Yeah, so if you're trying to like create a roadmap for yourself on how to start acting and how to become an actor, that video is coming really soon, and we're really excited to share that and to start sharing more advice that we have as people who are still early in their careers too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like it's a lot more helpful sometimes getting advice and information from people who are only 2 steps ahead of you.
Have we talked about this before? That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Really?
Yes.
Instead of people who were like 1,000 steps ahead of you.
We must have talked. That's exactly what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So some people might be like, well, why would I care what you have to say? You don't have an Oscar. You're not in SAG. You're not union. Blah, blah, blah. That's a bit far. People who get like are successful, like think you're big time actors, they don't remember like those first few steps because it's so far removed. And also, it was years ago, like so long ago. You want to hear from people who are 1 to 2 steps ahead of you, who just went through the struggles that you are now facing, and you want them to do that. So that'll be coming out very soon. So if you're one of those people who has left a comment or would, because that is your dream and you don't know where to start, go ahead and subscribe because it will be coming out.
Yes.
Okay, something I just remembered. Did you see the casting announcement for Tangled?
Milo Manahan.
I don't even mess with him like that, but I'm here for it.
But that was like a fan casting before Tangled live action was even in talks.
He's been in the
I'm surprised by the girl. I don't know her.
The only thing that I have seen that she has been in is she plays Raven in the Teen Titans live action show on HBO.
I did see that. I haven't watched that though.
But that is so random. And like, if you look, Instagram stalked her last night, and when I saw the casting, Instagram stalked her, which is very interesting and not giving Disney lead actors focus, which is very cool, and I'm loving it. But it's very different. Like, one of her biggest photo shoots that she just did, it's like the link in her bio, it's very like sexy power woman, like cool girl avant-garde, and I was like, this is our Rapunzel? Okay.
I know.
I am so excited.
Her audition process had to have been.
It had to have been crazy because she's not like this is almost an unknown.
There were a lot of people who were up for that role who were unknowns or like smaller actors that I thought were gonna be really good. I had not heard of her in the process.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, same.
I'm so excited. I think it's smart doing Flynn Rider as more of a known person. I don't think like our parents know who that is, but we know.
We know who that is.
And I think that's really smart. And having Rapunzel be unknown.
And Milo can sing.
Oh, he can sing. He can dance.
sing.
I mean, I don't think Flynn's going to be dancing, but he can dance. I did not. One of my besties in college was like a zombies fanatic, like freak. And she would like take you hostage and like lock you in a room and force you to watch zombies with her.
I only watched them recently because it was a little past my time.
It was past my time, and it still is, but I can appreciate the funness. So that wasn't what got me. What got me was the TikTok clips of him dancing on Dancing with the Stars.
And that got a lot of people.
That was crazy.
That got a lot of people.
And I can respect that. And I can respect that because that is insane. I'm excited, though. He's really talented.
I'm so excited. And I just really hope, everyone's saying this, but it's like, I really hope they stick to the animated story.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
don't
so
pull
perfect.
one of these. We want
see...
one of the, like, the revamped, like,
it's
make
perfect.
it modern.
It's perfect.
It's perfect how it is.
I know.
I'm just do it justice.
I'm so excited to have another, like, actress to obsess over, stalk, like, look up to. Like, I love having that. A lot of people are like, you shouldn't idolize people, celebrities. I'm like, I love it.
I love being a fan.
I love imagining them, supporting them, being like, imagine that was you, and like you're seeing like an unknown actor who's had on a very small level success on a like HBO show, and then they're doing like the lead princess in Disney. Like, imagine that was you. I'm very excited.
Oh my god! Speaking of, this will be our last thing. I think I'll bring up. I haven't read this book, but I'm obsessed with both of these people, so I am like freaking out for The People We Meet on Vacation movie coming out tomorrow.
And I follow her. I don't know her name.
Emily Bader?
Yes.
And Tom Blythe?
Yeah.
Did you watch that series that she was in? My Lady Jane?
The edits. Did you watch it?
I watched the first season. It was one of those that like kept popping up as an ad for me on Amazon Prime.
The edits are good.
The edits are great.
Let's just say that.
It was actually criminal that they didn't have a second season.
I am also up in arms, and I didn't even watch it, and I'm so mad.
Because it is one of those that like ends on basically a cliffhanger. Yeah. And I was like, this isn't satisfying.
It's really, really sad. I know. But this looks good. And I've always heard about that book. That's always been a big
She's
book
a
talk
great actor. And I feel like whenever you watch, I feel like a lot of rom-coms are filled with like the boy who's like the ADHD type B, spontaneous, and then the girl's always typecast as like she's type A, she's book smart, she doesn't like to get out there.
Yeah.
And like
it's the opposite?
It's the opposite.
Ooh.
So he's like, I'm a planner. I don't like to be like spontaneous. Okay. And then she's the one who's like, we should go here, and then we should go here, and then we should go here. Why don't we try this?
Wait, that's cute.
I love that.
Wait,
I love that.
Are rom-coms making a comeback? I just kind of
was thinking. Are rom-coms making a comeback? I fear they are.
Wait, that's so fun.
I love a good rom-com.
I know we do. I know.
A little rom-com adventure.
That's so cute. Okay,
I want to read the book, but I'm definitely not going to before I see this movie, because this movie is
right now, basically.
Right now, and I'm obsessed with both of them.
Tom Blythe King.
Whoever, after coming off of Hunger Games and having all of those edits and everything go so crazy for him.
Smart.
Whoever casted him in this, genius.
Pay raise.
Genius.
Immediate.
Yeah.
I think we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Don't forget to subscribe or follow, like, leave a comment. It helps us, and it's free. It just is nice. So thank you guys so much for supporting us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Bye. Okay, period. What?
No, that was so funny. This whole thing was all over the place.